Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the show. This is a new recording session. As you might be able to tell from my voice, I am 100% healthy. Well, maybe about 99% healthy with the sniffles, but anyway. But this is an early morning recording session for me, so you get deep rolling voice Pyro instead of normal something Pyro. More baritone Pyro now. Anyway, whatever. So in the last episode, Kaya started pistol whipping the wildlife. We got through that, and a large-scale attack from Toxic's Olga. Hard to say. So right now we've pretty much recovered everything we need to recover from that. However, we did have to use a lot of steel in the recovery efforts. And we have all these rocks, and we now have the technology to build stone blocks that, for whatever reason, I never got around to dealing with. So, this episode will be kind of the continuation of our recovery. As you see, 4 of them heading over to mine the steel. That's one thing we need. We only have, 10 steel in storage. So while the peeps do that, I'm also going to build myself a stone working table. Also, I played a little RimWorld. Okay, I don't need that growing zone anymore. I played a little RimWorld in my own time of this version, and I discovered an odd, I assume, bug. Okay, so our growing year is from February to November. Even though our greenhouses here are indoors, fully surrounded by walls, have a roof, they're perfectly warmed, and the sun lamp is here, when the month rolls over from November, you can see it's November 5, and there's only 10 days per month. Once it rolls over from November to December, all of our crops here will die. The thing is, they'll be replanted, and they will start growing again, but all of this is going to die. And it's very, very annoying. Now, that said, we're going to build another greenhouse, because I was reviewing the footage, and although we're doing very well, like better than I thought we would, we do still lack medicine. We still have 57 herbal medicines, and in hindsight, I really should have spent one of those medicines on treating Val, because infections are no joke, and we didn't want to lose them, because we wanted them for bargaining power. I made that too narrow, didn't I? So, so by default, prisoners don't get medicine, but, you know, I should have let him have some medicine for an infection. I mean, we had him patched up otherwise, but whatever, lessons learned. But if we're going to allow prisoners to get medicine, we should probably be able to grow a little bit of medicine here. We have a small section of medicine that's growing, but just a small section. So if we make this third greenhouse that grows medicine, this one grows cotton, this one grows corn, I think we're gonna be fine. Those will be all the growing zones we need, and then we won't even need the growing zones up here. We can replace them with something else. So the peeps will work on that. I suppose I should hook up some power. And, yeah, I think we'll be in good shape. So they're doing that. Now we need a stone cutters. Oh, that's... Huh. Still need steel for it, though. Excuse me. I do have the sniffles, as I said. I'm gonna try not to sniff into the microphone, as I do sometimes. I don't know why it's taking everybody so long to get reorganized here. Oh, so because of the bug or whatever I mentioned, I'm not going to flag this to create a growing zone until after we roll over to December, because if all these crops just instantly die on the rollover, I don't want to lose all my plants. No reason to, you know. Okay, Hal, talk to the bulk goods supplier. Let's see if we can sell some of our stuff here. Sell our steel. We can buy steel. Let's see. Sell the leather. Sell this leather. I don't want to sell the dog. Can buy a Labrador Retriever? Well, that's kind of useful. He's got 2 of them, too. They're kind of cheap. They're only 186 silver. But I'm going to not, and the reason is something else I need to do that I've noticed while I was reviewing the old footage. So there are the rooms are now identified. The game understands what you're kind of going for. Like, it knows that these are all bedrooms. So it also knows what a hospital is, and the problem is that a hospital needs to be sterile, and this room is very much not sterile. So we need to build a hospital room, like a room that is just designed for a couple medical beds. I need to find, there we go. I'm going to try to make this centered, so, and it should be fairly large, so that's not too bad. So I need to flag this section to be mined. And let's see, we have 283 wood. Okay. There we go. Ah, that's not centered. Let's see. Bed. Door would be here. Okay, so there we go. Alright. Now, silver is used to create a new kind of floor tile that was introduced in Alpha 12 called sterile tile. It's expensive, but sterile tiles look good, they stay cleaner, and if you have your hospital beds in a sterile room, then there's less chance that they will get that your peeps will get infected. You know, while I'm at it, I'm gonna build a new power plant because we are sucking power pretty significantly, and because of that and all the steel that's gonna need, I'm gonna flag more steel to be mined. So, as before, we're not only in a steel crisis, but everyone's just gonna have to kind of bust their butts doing a lot of things here. And I'm going to have to hope that we don't get attacked or anything else while the peeps do this. Good to see Kaya back on her feet and not pistol whipping the wildlife anymore. I suppose I should put a door on this side, shouldn't I? So what I'm going to do is once these beds, or once they get done with the hospital, wow, they actually moved a lot faster than I expected them to. Once they get done with this hospital room and we get these beds out of here, then I will, escape pod! Oh, new person maybe. Tank, come here. Rescue her. Usually we can't flip rescues, unfortunately, but we will be able to, at least I don't think so. She has a bruise, a stab wound, and a gunshot wound. Trivial blood loss, though. I think we'll be alright. Oh, so once we get the hospital built, I'm going to move the 2 beds into it, and then we'll put the stonecutter's table in here, because that way it'll be close to the piles. We don't have a whole lot of stuff, I just noticed. Like, our stockpile zone is pretty empty. Has 1 awful parka. So we're going to try to... We need to build more stuff. And make more stuff. That was a long walk to the hospital, and now we're out of power. Well, hold up, tank. Please treat her. So I will flag her to be... Oh, she by default does get medicine. Okay. That's fine by me. She's also naked. I just realized I don't think I'll be able to flip her. I think rescues like this cannot be flipped. unfortunately. But so it goes. Cold snap, not good when we're running out of power. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple emergency maneuvers here. We're gonna turn off all the lights in the colony just to save power for now. And how's our... Oh, still has the order to make parkas. Okay. Alright, so turning off the lights, save some power. I should actually turn off the turrets too, until we get things a bit more organized. See, it used to be an old strategy in previous alphas that you turn off the turrets whenever there is no enemy, and because you can always just flip it back on as soon as you see an enemy, but that was before they had to physically walk over and touch the turret to turn it off. So now we're in a little bit of danger, because if they just drop down right on top of us, we won't be able to get our peeps to get over there and fast enough to flip it off. But, you know, you have to make sacrifices sometimes when you're kind of slowed down here. Luckily, we're pretty stable. Okay, she has an infection. You want to help that? Okay. Oh, Kaya's fixing her up. Okay, good. So at least the colony is heated, and the doors still work, even if it's not currently all that defended. Yeah, we absolutely need more power here. Alright, let's see. Let's bring back that third solar generator that I destroyed forever ago. And while I'm at it, can I cram another wind turbine in this little... Nope. But I can do it here. Alright, Anfissa is healthy again. She'll leave on her own once she's ready. But this is... We're not really all that bad. Like, even though we are pretty... even though we have some issues with power and whatever, like, we have plenty of food. What the... Oh, she went... Oh, damn it, she broke. Alright, sneaky. No, don't fucking hit her with Pylum. Come on. Take her out. Man. Can't believe she broke. Oh. Mark, you wanna help out? Tink's getting hurt pretty bad over here. Guys. Did we just kill her? Yep, we killed her. Son of a bitch. Man. Life is hard in RimWorlds. Alright. Once she deposits the body, I'll see what exactly happened to her. Lots of bruises, infection on her head, hypothermia. Hypothermia? Huh. The room isn't as warm as I was hoping it would be. And this was Yorkie skin? Pass. We'll just leave it on the ground for now. Tink, meanwhile, just has a bunch of bruises. She'll be fine. Alright. Man, that sucks. Thought we were gonna do a successful rescue mission. Okay. Still flagged. Using so much steel, man. So much. Tink is stressed. Wounded, witnessed stranger's death in darkness, slept in cold. Man. Why are we having so many problems keeping everything warm? Well, the bedrooms are warm. Maybe it's because we keep opening this door. That's another thing. Like, heat escapes through doors, obviously. So, yeah, Tink. Okay, hold on, everybody. I don't want Tink to break. Tink, why don't you get out of there? Can I... Hold up. Can I... Let's turn off your patient privilege. Let's just turn off all these patient privileges. And then... Okay, well, that's better than nothing. So by turning off patient privilege, they just walk or act as normal, which in this case is useful because this way it'll get her joy up and she'll go back to her own bedroom, which is nice and warm. Instead of, Wait, what are you doing, Tank? You are... Oh, you're just collecting things. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Her mood's going up. That's all that I really cared about. I think I did that at one point, right? Or was it my other colony that I, removed patient privilege and things actually worked better? Like, I'll only flag patient privilege if they are severely wounded, rather than if they're just kind of wounded and can still act. Because having patient privilege also sort of forces them to stay in bed, which is not good if they could walk around, since it hurts their joy and everything, so... That's another Pyro pro tip, I suppose. Okay, and we will, let's see, temperature, heater. Need to get the geothermal thing operational as well. We got plenty of steel here. Now here's something I would like, if the developers are actually watching this Let's Play. So I just dragged around this thing of steel. I wish the game would tell me how many steel I have selected right here, so I wouldn't have to manually add it up. I think that's plenty of steel for both the geothermal power station and giving us a little bit more in reserve, but can never have enough steel. Okay, so it's November 10. So the date is going to roll over, and again, if the bug maintains, then both of these growing zones are going to die completely. But we'll deal with it. See, these zones all just died. Oh, from the cold season, of course. Yeah, see, growing period February to November. So I think these zones are going to just all die when we roll over to December. There is no way that's by design. It makes no sense, since I already have that section walled off. And okay. Alright. Okay, Sneaky, I'm going to need to fully control you for a minute. Because I need these granite chunks out of here, and I need this room clean. So Sneaky's not probably going to like this very much, but... Let's see, then clean that. And why can you not clean that? I don't know. Alright, there we go. It's not bad. And they're moving steel over here, that's good. And we have a raid, because of course we do. Toxos Olga again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, problem here is, once again, I need to re-enable all the turrets, and now Demont's going to be in a foot race to try to flick that switch before they get in a position. Oh, no, he'll make it. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to deal with the combat action in tomorrow's episode. Man, I wish I could deal with Toxo Solga. But anyway, we will defend the colony and hopefully recover again. Ugh. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode.